More value for whom? So I talk about this all the time when I talk about creating content for your brand is it has to provide value. It has to provide value. It has to provide value. And something that is just as important, but I don't talk about as much, is who is it providing value for? Because that makes a huge difference. If it provides value to one crowd, but not your ideal client, that's not going to do a whole lot for you, is it? So this came up in a conversation I had recently with someone. Of course, we got to talk about content marketing and email marketing, and she immediately launches into the kinds of newsletters she likes to receive. And she very quickly broadened that to, I think I'm pretty normal. I think I'm pretty standard in this regard, i.e., I think everyone prefers these kinds of newsletters. And that's just not true. It's just not true. There are, what, 8 billion plus people in the world at this point. And even if you narrow down the people who need your services, you got, I don't know, anywhere from a few million to hundreds of millions to maybe even a billion, right? That's a whole lot of people. That people are different. People like different things. Yes, we fit into subgroups, and that's what marketing and subgroup, segmenting your audience is all about. But you can't just say, well, I like this, therefore everyone likes this. It's just not true. And we all do this. We are all guilty of this because we all tend to gravitate towards people who think and act a lot like we do because it's smoother, it's easier, it just makes life easier and more pleasant. But that means that we get into this little bubble of people who are like us, and we tend to forget that there's a whole lot of people out there living very different lives from the ones that we are choosing to live. That's what marketing is for, right? Marketing is for actually doing the research and diving into the data and figuring out what your audience likes and does not like. So, yes, someone like me is here to help you dive into that data. So if you need help with that before you start marketing, I am more than happy to do that for you. If that is something that you need to DIY or want to DIY, that's totally cool. You can absolutely do some A/B testing, especially with email marketing, whether you're using MailChimp or Constant Contact or whatever your email platform is. I believe all of them, I know MailChimp does. I believe most, if not all of them, have an option for A/B testing. You can send two different types of newsletters and it will randomly break up your group and you'll see which one does better. So test your headline, test the types of content that you send, test the topics that you cover. I do this all the time because I get reports from Google and YouTube and all the different things about what people are clicking on. And I make note of that. So when people tend to gravitate towards certain topics, I go, maybe I should cover more of those topics. So do that with your content as well. See what topics get the higher open rates, which headlines get the higher open rates. If there's a certain time that you send your newsletter that tends to get more opens, check that data. It's all there. It's all in your dashboard. You can access all that data yourself. But like I said, if you need help making sense of the data, figuring out what you should do with that data, I'm here to help. So you can reach me here on YouTube. You can DM me. You can reach me over at LinkedIn. I think I'm the only Allison Verhalen over there. And you can reach me, of course, at my website, AV, as in my initials, Allison Verhalen. That is avwritingservices.com. And you can reach me directly at info@avwritingservices.com. That's it. Have a great weekend. Happy blogging, everyone.